All right, listener name, ready for some serious flavor. We're diving into Gloria's seafood city in Kingston, Jamaica.
Ooh, nice.
And get this, it's not just one restaurant, it's two locations.
Two. Okay, tell me more.
We've got the original Gloria's Rendezvous in historic Port Royal
I'm already intrigued.
and a newer spot right in the heart of the city.
Fascinating. So we're talking about a tale of two restaurants, maybe even two different dining experiences.
Exactly. And that's what we're here to uncover.
I'm in. So what are our sources for this deep dive?
We've got a great mix this time.
Always exciting.
First up, the Jamaica Business Thrive directory listing. It gives us the basics about Gloria's, especially the original Port Royal location.
Always good to start with the foundation.
Then we've got the website for the city center location. Very sleek, very modern.
Ooh, a modern take on a classic, perhaps.
Could be. And to top it all off, we've got not one but two menus to dissect.
Two menus. Okay, you've got my attention.
One from the city center website and another that's, well, a whole website dedicated to just the menu.
Wow, they take their food seriously. That's a good sign.
Right. So listener name, buckle up, because we're about to unravel the mystery of Gloria's Seafood City. Two locations, two menus, and a whole lot of questions.
Let's dive in.
First things first, that Jamaica Business Thrive listing.
Always a good place to start.
It describes the original Port Royal spot as having this tavern-esque charm.
Tavernesque. I like it. Sounds cozy, full of character.
Right. And get this, they're known for their legendary steamed fish.
Legendary, you say?
Legendary. Apparently, it's what put them on the map as one of Kingston's most respected restaurants.
That's quite a reputation. It seems like they've really earned their stripes.
And they've maintained that original venue while expanding to a second location, which says a lot about their connection to their roots.
Absolutely. It's like they're bridging the gap between tradition and modernity. Now I'm really curious to see how the city center location compares.
Well, their website's definitely going for a different vibe.
Yeah.
All sleek photos, online ordering, the works.
Intriguing. It makes you wonder if they're trying to appeal to two distinct dining crowds.
Right. And then there's the whole two menus situation.
Don't even get me started on the menus. We've got some serious culinary sleuthing to do.
Okay, so let's talk food. We've got Menu A from the City Center website and Menu B, the website that's like, we only speak the language of food.
Talk about dedication. All right, lay it on me. What are the major differences?
Well, for starters, the City Center menu has this whole chef recommends section. Curried shrimp, honey jerk lobster, dishes that aren't even mentioned on Menu B.
Ooh, strategic. Are these like exclusive dishes? A way to elevate the city center menu, maybe?
That's what I'm thinking. It's like they're saying, yeah, we've got the classics, but over here we're getting fancy.
Smart move, especially if they're trying to attract a different clientele at the city center location.
Right. And speaking of attracting a crowd, let's talk pricing. Menu B, our detailed food lover's Bible, tells us a red strike will set you back 500 Jamaican dollars.
Okay, that tracks. Feels right for a casual, tavern-esque kind of place.
But then, bam, a Scotch bonnet margarita for 1,900 Jamaican dollars.
Whoa, that's quite a price jump. Now we're talking a whole other level of clientele, maybe.
Right. It's giving come for the steamed zesh, stay for the fancy cocktails vibes.
I'm here for it. But hold on, we've got to remember those reviews.
Oh, you know we're getting to that. We've got some rave reviews, some not so fast moments.
Always my favorite part. Let's see what the diners on the ground have to say.
All right, let's start with Kaleda.
Hit me with it.
Kaleda loves the authenticity, says the food is on point, but wishes things were a tad faster.
Sounds about right for a popular spot. Everyone's clamoring for that legendary steamed fish.
Exactly. And then there's Colleen. Oh, Colleen.
What did Colleen get up to?
Colleen had a bit of a sauce mishap.
Oh no, we've all been there.
She ordered the fish with the 3 civic sauce, specifically asked for it on the side.
The cardinal rule of sauce.
I know. But it arrived very much lying on top. Her words, not mine.
Oh, Colleen, I feel your pain.
We've all been there, right?
It happens.
Compared to those glowing reviews praising the food.
It's interesting, right? Because even in the negative reviews, the food, especially that steamed fish, consistently gets praised.
It's like their superpower. No matter what chaos might be happening around the restaurant, the food shines through.
Which begs the question, is Gloria struggling to maintain those same standards across the board, especially with a second location?
Right, because if the food is consistently amazing, but the service is a gamble.
Then you've got yourself a real dilemma. Do you risk it for the legendary steamed fish?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And, listener name, we need your help to figure it out.
Because those negative reviews, they're like a gold mine of information for a business like Gloria's.
Oh, okay, I see where you're going with this.
Right. It's all about turning those frowns upside down, showing customers they're listening and making those improvements.
Exactly. Sometimes it's the little things that can make a big difference.
Absolutely. A little tweak here, a little adjustment there. It's all about exceeding expectations.
Right. But, okay, before we get too sidetracked, let's get back to those menu mysteries.
Oh, yes, the plot thickens.
We've got 2 locations, 2 menus, potentially 2 very different dining experiences. Are we getting the same Glorias at both?
The million-dollar question. And I think to answer it, we have to go back to the beginning.
Back to the Jamaica Business Thrive listing.
You know it. Remember how they described the original Port Royal location as tavernesque?
It's hard to forget a word like tavernesque.
Right. And that word alone, it conjures up a whole vibe. Cozy, traditional, full of character.
Totally. And when you compare that to the City Center website, with its sleek photos and online ordering, it's like 2 different worlds.
Worlds colliding. And then there are those chef recommends dishes, the curried shrimp, the honey jerk lobster. Only on the City Center menu.
It's like they're speaking to a whole different audience.
Right. It's strategic, for sure. Maybe they saw an opportunity to elevate the dining experience at the City Center location.
Appeal to a more, I don't know, sophisticated palate.
Exactly. They're playing to the strengths of each location.
So we've got the original Gloria's Rendezvous,
Eh.
holding it down with history, charm, and that legendary steamed fish.
And then you've got the City Center spot, all modern and chic, with a few extra bells and whistles.
Like a $1,900 cocktail.
Don't forget the $1,900 cocktail, but hey, it's all about options, right?
Right. Offer a range of prices, appeal to a wider audience, everyone wins.
Exactly. It's smart business.
But it does make you wonder how those prices play out across the entire menu.
True, we're working with limited data here.
I mean, we've got a few data points, the red stripe, the cocktail, and let's not forget Pearl, who dropped over 90,000 Jamaican dollars in one go.
90,000. Now that's a serious seafood feast. What did they order to rack up that kind of bill?
Right. It's like a culinary puzzle. We've got these pieces, these clues,
Yeah.
but we need to put them all together to see the bigger picture. Okay, we're on a mission now. Got to crack the code on these city center prices
A culinary caper.
and figure out what Pearl could have ordered to spend 90,000 Jamaican dollars.
If we're playing detective, gotta look for clues.
Where to start?
Remember those customer testimonials on the City Center website?
The ones with the smiling faces.
Yeah.
Best fish I ever ate.
Exactly. There was one. Michaela, I think.
Michaela. Rings a bell.
They mentioned the food at the City Center Gloria, said it was the same amazing quality, but
What?
with additional dishes on the menu.
Okay, so we're not talking just ambiance and online ordering is the difference, but 2 distinct menus.
It's shaping up that way. And get this, Michaela also mentioned enjoying their food outside, over the water, with the breeze.
Hold on, that sounds more like the original Port Royal vibe, Gloria's Rendezvous, right?
Yeah.
From the directory listing.
Exactly. Seems they've recreated that waterfront experience at the City Center location, too.
Okay, now that is impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Waterfront dining, bigger menu, potentially legendary steamed fish.
Starting to see how 90,000 Jamaican dollars disappears quickly.
Yeah, maybe Pearl went all out. Though I'd probably skip the $1,900 cocktail if I was aiming for that.
Right, I gotta prioritize. Any guesses on what Pearl actually ordered?
Honestly,
Yeah.
no clue. But that kind of price tag, I'm imagining platters piled high with seafood.
Oh, absolutely. Maybe they went for the pirate's catch. That one's a mix of fish, shrimp, lobster.
Which sounds pretty extravagant.
Or maybe they kept it classic with the fisherman's catch. Shrimp, pineapple, onions, some secret spices.
Okay, now my stomach's rumbling. This is why I love our deep dives uncovering amazing places and food mysteries.
And speaking of mysteries, listener name, what do you think? Is Gloria's Seafood City worth the hype?
Based on all this, I'd say it's worth investigating.
Definitely. And hey, if you get there before us, report back. Let us know if that steamed fish lives up to the legend.
Until then, happy eating.